The objects we surround ourselves with hold energy, whether we realize it or not. Every item in our space has a story, a history, and an influence that can shape our thoughts, emotions, and even our spiritual well-being. Many people underestimate the power of their environment, believing that material possessions are simply inanimate objects with no impact on their lives. However, throughout history and across various cultures, people have recognized that certain objects can carry energies, both positive and negative. What you allow into your space has the ability to uplift you, bring you peace, and help you grow, but it can also weigh you down, fill your home with negativity, and attract dark influences that hinder your progress. One of the most important aspects of maintaining a positive and spiritually healthy environment is being intentional about what you keep around you. Think about how you feel when you walk into a cluttered room filled with old, broken, or meaningless objects. The energy feels stagnant, heavy, and unwelcoming. Now compare that to the feeling of walking into a clean, organized space filled with light, meaningful decorations and objects that bring you joy. There is a noticeable difference because everything we own carries a certain energy, and that energy contributes to the overall atmosphere of our environment. Certain objects, especially those associated with negative experiences, pain, or dark history, can have an even greater impact on our spiritual well-being. Some people unknowingly keep items that hold bad energy, wondering why they feel anxious, restless, or emotionally drained in their own homes. These items can include things given to us by toxic people, objects tied to traumatic events, or even items that have been used in negative spiritual practices. If something in your space constantly reminds you of a painful past, it is silently influencing your energy every day. Letting go of such objects is a way of releasing that negativity and making room for healing. Many traditions and spiritual beliefs acknowledge that certain objects attract negative forces, whether through their origin, history, or purpose. Some items have been used in rituals, curses, or dark practices, unknowingly bringing bad energy into the home. It is important to be discerning about what you bring into your space, especially when it comes to antiques, secondhand items, and objects with unclear histories. Even if you do not personally believe in supernatural influences, the psychological impact of surrounding yourself with unsettling or negative items is undeniable. Our subconscious minds absorb everything in our environment, shaping our moods, thoughts, and even behaviors. In modern life, many people hold on to things out of habit, sentimentality, or fear of letting go. However, just because something has been in your life for a long time does not mean it deserves to stay. If an item no longer serves a positive purpose, it may be time to remove it. This is not just about physical clutter, but about spiritual and emotional clarity as well. The process of decluttering and removing negative items can be incredibly freeing, creating a sense of lightness and renewal in your home. It is a way of telling yourself that you are ready for a fresh start, unburdened by the past. Some people experience noticeable shifts in their lives after clearing out items that carried negative energy. Relationships improve, sleep quality gets better, stress levels decrease, and they feel a renewed sense of motivation and purpose. This is because when you remove what no longer serves you, you make space for better things to enter. It is a process of alignment, ensuring that everything in your space supports your highest good rather than dragging you down. Another important aspect to consider is the symbolism of objects. Many items carry meanings that influence our subconscious minds, whether we realize it or not. Certain images, statues, or decorations may seem harmless, but can carry connotations that do not align with the energy you want in your space. For example, some symbols have historically been used in rituals or spiritual practices that do not resonate with positive energy. Being mindful of what these items represent and how they make you feel is crucial in creating an environment that supports your well-being. There are also objects that absorb and retain energy from their surroundings. Crystals, mirrors, and certain metals are known to hold on to energy, which means they can carry both positive and negative influences depending on where they have been and what they have been exposed to. If you acquire such items secondhand or receive them from someone else, it is important to cleanse them before bringing them into your space. Spiritual cleansing practices such as smudging with sage, prayer, or using salt can help remove any residual negativity and reset the energy of an object. It is not just physical objects that affect your environment, but also the digital and emotional clutter you allow into your space. Constant exposure to negative news, toxic relationships, and draining conversations can create an atmosphere of stress and anxiety. Just as you would remove physical items that attract bad energy, it is equally important to set boundaries with what you consume mentally and emotionally. Curating your space to reflect peace, positivity, and inspiration will create a sanctuary where you can thrive. Removing negative items is not about fear, but about empowerment. It is about taking control of your environment and ensuring that everything in your space supports your well-being, happiness, and spiritual growth. Many people have experienced breakthroughs simply by being more intentional about their surroundings. When you clear out objects that attract darkness or carry negative energy, you invite in a sense of peace, clarity, and renewal. You create a home that is not just a place to live, but a space that nourishes your soul. The process of removing these items can be deeply personal. It requires reflection, honesty, and sometimes even courage. Some items may be tied to memories that are difficult to let go of, but the act of releasing them is an act of self-care. It is a declaration that you are choosing to prioritize your peace over the weight of the past. It is about creating an environment where you feel safe, uplifted, and spiritually protected. Many cultures and spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of purifying one's living space. Practices like burning sage, using essential oils, playing uplifting music, and arranging furniture to promote good energy flow all contribute to a harmonious environment. These practices are not just rituals, they are powerful ways to reinforce the intention of maintaining a space filled with positive energy. When combined with the removal of negative items, they help create a home that truly feels like a place of refuge and renewal. Taking inventory of what you allow in your space is a continuous process. Life changes, and so do our needs and energies. What once served a purpose may no longer align with who you are becoming. Regularly evaluating your environment and making adjustments ensures that your space remains a reflection of your highest self. It is an act of self-love and respect to ensure that everything around you contributes positively to your life. Your space is sacred. It is where you rest, recharge, and grow. Everything within it should support your journey rather than hinder it. By being mindful of what you allow in your space, you take an active role in shaping your environment and ultimately your life. The power is in your hands to remove what does not serve you and to create a space that radiates peace, positivity, and protection. Letting go of the past is one of the most powerful yet difficult things a person can do. Many people hold on to objects, memories, and emotions that no longer serve them, believing that these things define who they are. However, the past is meant to be a lesson, not a prison. To step into the future, one must be willing to release the weight that holds them back. This is a process of self-discovery, healing, and transformation that requires courage, intention, and faith in what is yet to come. Holding on to the past can manifest in many forms. Some people keep physical objects tied to painful memories, thinking that they need to preserve the past to honor their experiences. Others hold on to relationships that have already run their course, afraid to move on because they are uncertain about what the future holds. Then there are those who replay past mistakes and regrets in their minds, allowing guilt and shame to dictate their present actions. These attachments create invisible chains, preventing people from stepping fully into the life they are meant to live. One of the most important realizations is that growth requires release. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a past hurt, regret, or attachment. As long as you continue carrying the weight, you will struggle to move forward. But the moment you start removing the stones, you begin to feel lighter, more free, and able to walk towards new opportunities without unnecessary burdens. This is why letting go is so essential to personal and spiritual growth. It is not about erasing the past, but about choosing not to let it control you. There are many reasons why people struggle to let go. One of the biggest is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, and fear of losing a part of themselves. Sometimes people hold on to past pain because it has become familiar. Even though it may hurt, it is something they know. And stepping into something new can feel uncertain. However, comfort does not always mean safety. Staying in a place of emotional or spiritual stagnation out of fear will only lead to missed opportunities and a life unfulfilled. True transformation begins when a person decides that their future is more important than their fear. Another reason people struggle to release the past is the belief that letting go means forgetting. This is not true. Letting go does not mean denying what happened or pretending that past experiences were insignificant. It simply means choosing not to let those experiences define the future. It means acknowledging what has been, taking the lessons, and moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose. Every experience, good or bad, serves a role in shaping who a person becomes, but they should not be the chains that keep them stuck. Forgiveness is a key part of letting go. Many people hold on to these emotions, protects them from being hurt again. However, refusing to forgive does not harm the other person. It only poisons the one holding on to the grudge. Forgiveness is not about excusing what happened, but about freeing oneself from the control of negative emotions. It is about reclaiming inner peace and refusing to let past wounds dictate one's happiness. When a person chooses to forgive, they release the emotional weight that has been holding them back and open themselves up to new possibilities. Letting go also involves releasing self-imposed limitations. Many people hold on to beliefs that they are not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough to achieve their dreams. These beliefs often stem from past experiences where they may have failed, been rejected, or faced criticism. However, the past does not determine the future. What matters is the willingness to try again, to learn from mistakes, and to believe in the possibility of change. Every successful person has faced setbacks. But the difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is the ability to move forward despite the past. The process of letting go can be emotional and challenging, but it is also incredibly liberating. One of the most effective ways to begin is by identifying what is holding you back. This can be done by reflecting on what causes stress, sadness, or a sense of heaviness. Are there certain objects in your space that bring up painful memories? Are there relationships that drain your energy rather than uplift you? Are there old habits or thought patterns that keep you from becoming the person you want to be? Identifying these things is the first step toward release. Once these attachments are recognized, the next step is taking action. This might mean physically decluttering items that no longer serve a positive purpose. It might mean having difficult conversations or making the choice to distance yourself from toxic relationships. It could mean actively working on shifting your mindset and replacing negative thoughts with affirmations of self-worth and possibility. Whatever the case, action is necessary. Letting go is not a passive process. It requires intention and effort. It is also important to practice self-compassion during this journey. Letting go is not always easy, and it does not happen overnight. There may be moments of doubt, sadness, or even regret, but these moments should not be seen as failures. Growth is a process, and every step taken towards release is a step towards freedom. It is okay to grieve what is being left behind, but it is also important to remember that what lies ahead is worth the journey. One of the most beautiful things about letting go is that it creates space for new beginnings. When you release what no longer serves you, you make room for what is meant to be. Imagine trying to fill a glass that is already overflowing with old, stagnant water. No matter how much fresh water you try to pour in, it will not fit until you first empty the glass. Life works the same way. Holding on to the past prevents new blessings, opportunities, and relationships from entering. But the moment you let go, you open yourself to the limitless possibilities that await. People who have embraced the power of letting go often experience incredible transformations. They find themselves feeling lighter, more at peace, and more aligned with their purpose. They discover new passions, new relationships, and new levels of success they never thought possible. They learn that they are not defined by their past, but by the choices they make in the present. It is important to remember that letting go is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. Life is constantly changing, and there will always be new things to release and new things to embrace. The key is to remain open to growth and willing to trust in the journey. Every time you choose to let go of what no longer serves you, you step closer to the life you are meant to live. Stepping into the future requires faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your ability to overcome challenges, and faith in the idea that better things are ahead. It requires trust that even though the past may have been difficult, it does not have to dictate what comes next. The future is a blank canvas, and you have the power to create something beautiful. But first you must be willing to let go of the old to make room for the new. At the core of this process is the understanding that you deserve happiness, peace, and fulfillment. You deserve to live a life free from the burdens of the past. You deserve to walk forward without the weight of regrets, pain, or fear holding you back. The only thing standing between you and the future you desire is the decision to release what no longer serves you. Letting go is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It is an act of self-love, courage, and faith. It is a declaration that you are ready to step into the next chapter of your life, unburdened and free. The past will always be a part of your story, but it does not have to be the whole story. The power to move forward is in your hands. The question is, are you ready to embrace it? Your energy is one of the most valuable things you have, and the environment you surround yourself with plays a crucial role in maintaining that energy. Every day you interact with people, objects, and spaces that either uplift you or drain you. Many people go through life unaware of how their surroundings affect them, and as a result, they find themselves feeling exhausted, anxious, or stuck without understanding why. Protecting your energy and environment is not just about removing negativity. It is about intentionally creating a space where you can thrive, grow, and feel at peace. Energy is something we all have and feel, even if we do not always recognize it. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable, even if nothing obvious seemed wrong? Or have you ever been around someone who leaves you feeling emotionally drained, even though they did not say anything negative? This is because energy is real and it is constantly shifting based on what we allow into our lives. Every interaction, every object, and every space carries an energetic imprint. And these imprints can either support us or hinder us. One of the first steps in protecting your energy is being mindful of who you allow into your life. Not everyone deserves access to your time, attention, or emotional space. Some people bring positivity, love, and encouragement, while others carry negativity, drama, and toxic energy. It is important to recognize the difference and set boundaries with those who deplete you. This does not mean cutting off everyone who has problems or struggles, but it does mean being selective about who you consistently invest your energy into. If a person always brings stress, conflict, or a sense of heaviness into your life, it may be time to create distance. Boundaries are a powerful tool in protecting your energy. Many people feel guilty for setting boundaries, but boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about making sure that your own well-being is prioritized. If you constantly say yes to things that exhaust you, engage in conversations that drain you, or allow people to take advantage of your kindness, your energy will always be depleted. Learning to say no, to walk away from situations that do not serve you, and to protect your peace is essential. Your time and energy are precious, and not everyone deserves unlimited access to them. Just as people carry energy, so do the objects and spaces around you. Your home, workplace, and personal belongings all contribute to the way you feel on a daily basis. If your environment is cluttered, filled with negative reminders of the past, or surrounded by items that hold bad energy, it will affect your emotional and mental state. Many people hold on to things out of habit, without realizing that these objects may be keeping them stuck in old cycles. Clearing out what no longer serves you is one of the most effective ways to reset your energy and create an environment that supports your well-being. Cleaning and decluttering are not just physical acts. They are also spiritual and emotional practices. Every item in your space holds energy. And when you remove things that do not align with the life you want to create, you make room for new opportunities and positive experiences. Letting go of old clothing, broken items, gifts from toxic people, and anything that carries negative memories can bring an immediate shift in the energy of your home. Your space should be a reflection of peace, inspiration, and comfort, not a storage unit for the past. In addition to removing negative items, it is also important to actively bring in positive energy. This can be done in many ways, such as incorporating plants, using essential oils, playing uplifting music, or decorating with items that bring you joy. Nature, in particular, has a powerful way of cleansing energy. Opening windows to let in fresh air, burning sage or incense, and placing crystals in certain areas of your home are all ways people across different cultures have used to maintain a balanced and peaceful environment. One of the most overlooked aspects of protecting your energy is being mindful of what you consume mentally and emotionally. The news, social media, and entertainment you engage with all contribute to your overall energy. If you constantly watch content that is filled with fear, anger, or negativity, it will influence your thoughts and emotions, even if you do not realize it. Similarly, the conversations you engage in and the people you follow on social media all play a role in shaping your mental state. Choosing to limit exposure to negativity and instead filling your mind with positive, uplifting content can have a profound impact on your energy levels. Another way to protect your energy is through grounding and spiritual practices. Meditation, prayer, journaling, and spending time in nature are all ways to reconnect with yourself and release any negative energy that may have accumulated throughout the day. These practices act as a reset, allowing you to let go of stress, regain clarity, and reinforce a sense of inner peace. Just as you take care of your physical health by eating well and exercising, you must also take care of your energetic and emotional health by engaging in practices that restore and recharge you. Protecting your energy also means being intentional about where you spend your time. Certain places carry heavy energy due to past events, the emotions of the people who frequent them, or the general atmosphere they create. You find yourself feeling drained or uneasy in a particular location, trust that feeling. Not every space is meant for you, and it is okay to avoid places that make you feel uncomfortable or unsettled. Similarly, surrounding yourself with environments that inspire, uplift, and motivate you can make a significant difference in your overall well-being. Energy protection is not just about avoiding negativity. It is about creating a life where you feel safe, empowered, and aligned with your highest self. It is about recognizing that you have control over what you allow into your space, who you interact with, and what you focus on. Many people go through life feeling like they have no control over their circumstances. But the truth is that much of our well-being comes down to the choices we make each day. By choosing to remove toxic influences, set boundaries, and cultivate positive energy, you take back control of your life and create an environment that supports your growth. It is also important to remember that protecting your energy is a continuous process. Just as you regularly clean your home, you must also regularly cleanse your energy and evaluate what is serving you and what is not. Life is always changing, and as you grow, certain things that once felt right may no longer align with who you are becoming. Being willing to adapt and release what no longer fits your journey is a crucial part of maintaining a balanced and positive life. Many people who have committed to protecting their energy have noticed incredible transformations. They feel lighter, more focused, and more in tune with their true selves. They experience greater peace, better relationships, and a stronger sense of purpose. They no longer feel overwhelmed by negativity because they have learned to set boundaries and prioritize their well-being. This shift does not happen overnight, but with consistent effort and intention, anyone can create a life where they feel empowered and at peace. Your energy is sacred. It affects your mood, your decisions, your relationships, and your overall happiness. When you take the time to protect it, you will notice a profound difference in every area of your life. You deserve to be surrounded by people, spaces, and experiences that uplift and support you. You deserve to feel at peace in your own home and in your own mind. The more you prioritize your energy and environment, the more you will attract the kind of life you truly desire. Protecting your energy is an act of self-love. It is a declaration that you are worthy of peace, joy, and fulfillment. It is a commitment to yourself that you will no longer tolerate anything that drains, depletes, or diminishes you. When you make the choice to protect your energy, you take a powerful step toward creating a life that is aligned with your highest potential. The more you honor and protect your energy, the more you will see positive changes unfold in every aspect of your life. The journey of protecting your space, letting go of the past, and guarding your energy is one of self-awareness, courage, and transformation. It is about recognizing that what you allow into your life, whether objects, people, thoughts, or habits, has a direct impact on your well-being and future. You are not powerless. You have the ability to choose what stays and what goes, what lifts you up and what holds you back. The moment you take control of your environment, release past burdens, and set boundaries to protect your energy, you open yourself to a life of peace, growth, and fulfillment. Letting go does not mean forgetting, and protecting your energy does not mean shutting yourself off from the world. It means making intentional choices about what serves you and what does not. It means valuing yourself enough to remove what drains you and replace it with what nourishes your soul. Growth requires release, and stepping into your future requires making space for new blessings. When you clear out what no longer aligns with your purpose, you create room for new opportunities, healthier relationships, and greater joy. Every day you have a choice. You can hold on to what weighs you down, or you can free yourself and move forward. You can allow negative influences to dictate your energy, or you can take control and create an environment that supports your highest self. The power is in your hands. Your future is not dictated by your past. It is shaped by the choices you make today. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve a life that feels aligned, purposeful, and full of positive energy. But it all begins with you. Choose to release, choose to protect, and choose to step boldly into the future that is waiting for you. The life you desire is within reach. It's time to make space for it.